I think we should work down from 5 to 1. I think that'd be better to work down from 5 to 1 instead of 1 to 5.
Okay.
So we could just start throwing out who we thinks might be the fives.
This is off the top of our head.
I'm not looking at no.
We
stats
don't have
or
no
nothing.
notes, no phone, no nothing. This is just off memory or whatever.
Okay, how about we both say our fives? Let's just start saying our fives, and then we'll have to argue who we want at
Okay.
the five. Let me think.
Now
trying
we're
to
talking
figure
about
out
guys
this in
who
my
are
head.
just absolute ballers who can do shit. Okay, so
These are just the top five. If you had to pick a quarterback all time, you would
win
take
a game
these players
for
in order.
to win a game.
So
Now this
five-
is not order. This is not in order yet. These are just my five. So
No, don't do that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I want it to be a shocker. Like, don't just tell me the five. I want you to have. Like, I want to go 5 to 1.
okay, well let
I
me.
don't want to
let me
just
think
just
then.
know the names already. Okay, because I know for a fact you don't have this guy in your top five, and I don't either. But you know I love him, so I have to just say it before we even start. He would be my 6, and that's Marcus Mariota. I think that nigga was so great.
Right.
Like you know I love Mariota. I think he was just up until like a certain point. You couldn't tell me he wasn't the greatest college quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
I think that nigga was a fucking dog. So I know he's not in yours, and I didn't
No.
put him in mine. So I just wanted to throw out Mariota first. Okay. We go number 5. Who you got number 5? I'm interested.
At number 5, I have Andrew Luck.
Whoa!
Damn, Luck?
I
You
got
think
Andrew-
Luck's a top 5 all time?
I saw Andrew Luck. Not only was he the number 1 overall pick at the time, he played at Stanford, and I cannot name one other motherfucker on that team.
That's
And
fair. That's fair. 100%.
That guy carried that team to 9 and 10 wins with Harbaugh. He could run.
Yeah.
He could throw. He
Yeah.
was tough. He was smart. He was
Yeah.
accurate. This mother was completing almost 70% of his passes in college. Like, I watched Andrew Luck run over linebackers.
Yeah, he was a dog. Oh, no, Luck was a dog. Don't get me wrong. Luck
They
was a
forget
dog.
about Luck because he's been out for so long.
Right.
In college, Andrew Luck
Yeah.
was a monster.
That nigga was carrying Stanford. I'm not saying that's like outrageous. Luck definitely for me like solidified top 10. I don't
Yes.
think Luck was a dog. I can't
Luck was
even
awesome,
think.
man.
My 5 is Vince Young. I think that
Okay.
nigga was a motherfucking monster, bro.
Okay.
Like, you talking about carrying. I know Texas always got some players,
Right.
but he really was carrying them niggas.
Oh, there's no
like,
doubt.
like, he was, you talking about
He
doing
was by
everything.
himself.
Yeah,
He
by
was
by
himself.
himself. I remember being a little tiny kid watching that game.
Yep.
Being like, this nigga is carrying this team, bro. Like,
Yep.
he has moments. He has
Yeah.
peaks. He has
Yeah.
carrying him. Like, I think that nigga Vince Young was a dog. But you know what? Andrew Luck, I kind of feel bad because he might be in
Luck's
the
a
top
beast.
5.
Andrew Luck
Oh
is a
man,
beast.
that's weird because I didn't think you were gonna have him in there. Now I'm interested in hearing the rest of your list because I really didn't think you would have put Luck in there. Number 4, who you got?
Vince Young.
Damn, at 4, okay. I got Deshaun
I got Vince
Watson.
Young.
I got Deshaun Watson at 4.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can absolutely see that.
Bro, Deshaun was a dog. That you know Deshaun was a dog, bro.
You played against Deshaun. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga was a dog, bro.
That guy is, for a college quarterback, man, it was nothing he couldn't do.
Nothing. There's nothing Deshaun couldn't do in college.
His arm strength, his accuracy, he could run, he could throw on the run. He didn't miss games. He was tough.
Yeah.
He was smart. That's what made him a top 5 pick.
That's what made Alabama. He was the reason Alabama started to fall off a little bit
Correct.
because of Deshaun. Like they were just smashing
beat.
people, and Deshaun by himself was like, "Oh,
Yes.
Bama could be beat." Like he made
Yes.
Bama, but people believe Bama could be beat
Yep.
because of him, bro. Yeah, he was.
I like Deshaun Watson, man. But
Yeah.
but Vince Young carried Texas. In Texas,
he did.
Texas beat the team with the most pros on it ever in the history of the world.
Was that the
by-
Palomalu team or nah?
No, that was the Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, and all those
okay,
guys.
okay,
That
okay.
USC team. I think them niggas had out of the 22 starters, I think 16 of them got drafted or something. Like
God
it was
damn.
just something fucking ridiculous. They had so many stars on that team, bro, and somehow Vince Young beat them. And he carried Texas that whole year. And this guy, I mean, he would have 400 yards total offense every year. He had to, or they weren't going to win. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like he
Right.
was their leading rusher, their leading passer. He would have been their leading receiver if he could throw it to himself. He carried that team. That's why I got him at number 4.
That's fair. All right, number 3. Go ahead.
Number 3 is Joe Burrow.
Nigga, that's my number 3. I got Joe at number 3 too, bro. Joe is so good, bro. And you know what? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will. This is the knock people give on Joe. He only
know
did
what
it for
he is.
1 year. He only
We know
did it for
what he
1 year, and that's 100% valid. He
Right.
did only do it for 1 year, but that was the greatest year I've ever seen anybody throw the ball in my entire life. And I get it. He had 2 all-time great receivers. I
Right.
get it 100%.
Right.
But if you watch that nigga play, bro. I've never seen somebody more in control of an offense in my whole life. Like, he would just be sitting back there dotting niggas, bro. It was crazy, bro. Joe was a dog in college, bro.
Joe Burrow, when he completed 70+% of his passes, they weren't screens.
No, this was throwing the ball down the field.
60 yards downfield.
Yeah, 100%.
And he was hitting motherfuckers in stride.
Yeah.
And this guy had this team scoring 45 points a game in the SEC.
Yeah.
And not the Big 12 or the fucking Mountain West. They were in the quote-unquote best conference it was, and you knew walking out there on the field, you giving up 40. You have no
minimum of 40. Good God, bro.
LSU, you better score 60 because they're gonna get 40. There's no doubt about it.
He was dropping shit in the bucket. Like, Jamar and Justin are amazing, but Joe was dropping shit in the bucket. Like,
you know how I know it wasn't just the receivers? He's doing the same shit in the pros right now.
Yeah.
Now he can't stay healthy.
He can't.
But
when he on the field. Yeah.
When you put him on the field, that motherfucker doing the same thing, bro. He's doing the exact same thing. That was the greatest offense I've ever seen in my life.
It's the greatest offense in the history of college football, bro.
I don't care how far you go back in history or whatever you want to talk about. No one is stopping that fucking
from getting 40. Nobody. Any defense you can ever think of in college is not stopping niggas from getting 30+ points.
You can put together an all-star defense, and it's still not stopping them from getting 40.
Them niggas was crazy, bro. Like, them niggas was crazy. They had no choice but to win the championship. When they did it to Georgia, and at that time was like a top defense in the country. When they did it to Georgia, just walking them down, I said there's no one gonna touch them. Nobody's gonna touch this team.
Nobody can stop them.
Yeah, there's nobody.
They toyed with Oklahoma in that game.
Yeah.
They could have scored 90 points if they wanted to. That shit was crazy.
Like, I thought Clemson played good. I really did thought Clemson played. It's just there's nothing they could have did in that game. Nothing, bro. Them niggas was just bound to win it. Number two for me. And I know I'm a little older than you or whatever, this, that, and other, but just watching a guy play. Dad, don't say it. Dad, don't say it. He's not number two. I already know who you're about to say.
Who you gonna say?
You're about to say Mike Vick.
Yes.
No, he's not number two, Dad.
Michael Vick in college. We're talking about
this is crazy. This is crazy.
I saw Michael Vick almost beat us for a championship. And we had 11 NFL players on our team with Chris Winkie and all the receivers and all the people that we had. I watched Mike Vick almost beat us. One motherfucker. I saw one guy run to his left and throw a ball 80 yards for a touchdown. I watched when you watch Mike Vick play, he was the fastest dude on the field. He could do anything he wanted to on the field. The guy never missed a fucking game, and no one could stop this guy. You knew what he was going to do, and you couldn't stop him from doing it. He carried Virginia Tech, the Hokies, to a national championship game against number 1 Florida State. And we had nothing but pros on our team. And we prayed to God to win that game because we could not stop this one nigga. We could not stop this one guy. Let me tell you what their playbook was. This is from Frank Beamer, at the time the head coach of Virginia Tech, and Mike Vick coming out of his mouth in an interview years ago. They didn't have a playbook. His whole playbook was Mike, go make a play. That's what the offense was. If it was 3rd and 8, he would say, Mike, go make a play. Mike would go make a play. Nobody could stop Virginia Tech because of one guy. One fucking guy. I can't name one other player on that team.
I'm not hearing it, bro.
And this fucking guy carried a team to the national championship. And honestly, they outplayed us. They should have won the game.
I'm not hearing it.
But we won the game because we had 11 pros and they only had one. But that one guy was absolutely incredible. Mike Vick was incredible.
I'm not hearing it because now there's 2 spots left, and both of my 2, I know for a fact, should be 1 and 2, and they're better than Michael Vick. Yeah. I know for a solid Singletary fact, they're better college quarterbacks. Yeah. My two was Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a better college football player than Michael Vick was, bro. You want to talk about carrying? Now, you can't name nobody on Cam Newton's team. You want to talk about being the strongest and the fastest and the biggest? That nigga Cam Newton did that. He was down 24 points to Alabama at halftime. They come out of the locker room dancing and singing and jiving as he carries them all the way back. You talking about winning? He won that championship. He won that game. He didn't even go there and lose it. Cam Newton, that nigga did everything. You talking about everything? He's trucking linebackers. He's out running safeties. He's throwing the ball 80 yards down the field on the rope. Cam Newton by himself carried Auburn into being the number 1 program in the country, bro.
And this, I have to say this real quick. I know I'm supposed to wait or whatever, but that's why I have Cam Newton as my number 1.
Okay. And you know what? Go ahead, because now this is blasphemy. Because my number 1, and I am the biggest Florida State fan in the world. Number 1 is Tim Tebow, Dad. You cannot not have Tim Tebow as the number one college quarterback ever.
Tim Tebow did more winning and did more. But
carrying that nigga was college football, Dad. Like as much as he wasn't talented, it doesn't matter. We're talking about being a college quarterback. This nigga was the sport, bro.
In college, he was a winner. He was the winner. He won national championships, right? He won national championships.
Yep.
And this guy had all kinds of rushing records, whatever. He couldn't pass to save his life. I get it, but I'm with you 100%. But in my mind, the reason I didn't have him in there was the fact that he couldn't pass. All he could do was
I get what you're saying. If we're talking about just being talented, no, he's not close.
Right.
I'm just talking about being a college quarterback. Like
if you're talking about a winner, then he's number one. If you're talking about a winner, he's number one.
It's not even about winning. It's about just being a leader, being a quarterback. Like
any of those other four you named, he's not better than any of those four.
Talent wise, you're right. He's not.
And that's why I didn't put him in there. I'm not saying he's terrible. He would be in my top 10, but we're talking top 5. When I say top 5, I'm thinking I give this guy the ball for one game, and this motherfucker will win me a game. Tim Tebow just running dives is not going to win me a game against a good team.
Nigga did it, but he did it though. But he did do it. But he did it though. He did that. I get what you're saying, and I agree. The talent, no. You have to take the whole package. If we're talking about whole package, Tom Brady ain't the greatest quarterback ever, but he did everything for the team. Like Tim Tebow, like the nigga was the sport. He was the sport of college football. Like
college football for 3 years.
He was like you have to give him that, bro. Like if you're just talking about the whole list of quarterback, like he is the greatest. He's the greatest, bro.
He won 90% of the games he played,
and he was a big part of that. It wasn't just like his team was carrying.
He won 90% of the games he played. That guy never missed a game. He was a fucking warrior. He would fucking give you everything he had. And that speech he gave,
after they lost,
whatever. Yeah. One of the greatest speeches I've ever. I don't like nothing about Florida, but I have to be honest. He had me fired up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said I would literally give my soul for the rest of this season, and I hope everybody else does the same. And he did that, and they went on to win. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I can't knock you for putting them there. But
that's okay. All right. That's fair.
I can't knock you for having him there because of who he is and what he did.
Right.
But the guys that I named, these guys can do so much more than him. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's why I got them where they are. I would have Tim Tebow in my top 10, but not in my top 5.
I mean, I get it.
Cam Newton was without question to me, and I'm way older than you. And I've seen a lot more quarterbacks, from Charlie Ward to all kinds of people who won Heisman trophies back in the day. Nobody was better than Cam Newton to me. That guy.
I think he's the greatest quarterback, like talent-wise.
College quarterback I've ever seen because of the shit he could do. Like nobody else could do that. And I know you probably know this. A lot of people don't. He was slated to go to Florida.
Yeah, he was at Florida. He was at Florida.
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But then he got into some trouble or this, that, and the other. Went to JUCO and then went on to Auburn. But he was going to Florida.
Yeah.
Where would Florida be with Cam Newton?
Niggas,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the time.
I mean, so. I can't knock the Tim Tebow thing. The guy's the ultimate.
And if we're just talking about talent, Cam number 1 for me. I don't think I have to take the whole
any
gamer shit into it.
Any human being that's 6'6", 245 pounds, running a 4.5, who can throw the ball 90 yards, never missed a game, tough as shit, outrun linebackers, run over linemen. The shit that this guy did, he carried that fucking team.
Yeah,
he carried that team
100%.
to a national championship. And how I know he's that good. He did the same thing for the Carolina Panthers when he got to the pros.
Yeah.
You can't name hardly anybody on that team other than Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? That he had in the pros. Cam Newton almost did something that no one else in the history of all football has done. You know what he almost did? He won the Heisman Trophy, which is the best player in college, and
MVP,
the national championship.
And the Super Bowl.
Then he won the NFL MVP, went to the Super Bowl and almost beat Denver in that Super Bowl. He would have been the only player to have won a national championship and a Heisman in the same year, and an NFL MVP and a Super Bowl in the same year. Like that's how good this guy was. Cam Newton was the best.
He's him. Cam is him. And if it wasn't for just gamer, winner, like just being the face of the sport, as much as I hate him, then the Cam will be number 1. Out of just pageantry and respect and like love for the sport, but I feel like Tim the GOAT. Like he's like it's like the Tom Brady syndrome. Like I don't think Tom Brady's. I think Pat better than him, but I got to put Tom there because of what the nigga was.
Just because of what he did, I can respect that. He did a lot, and And Tim Tebow, let's put it like this: you can't mention college football without Tim Tebow.
Exactly.
Tim
That's
Tebow,
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
he's a
You
part of
can't.
college football, and wherever you want to put him on the scale, it's justified. Wherever
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.